Okay guys, I am with audio and video going to show you how to insert photos into the little sections of your color wheel. So first you need to make sure you have your color wheel on a separate layer, so that would be layer 1. And every time that we use our magnetic lasso tool to cut this, you need to make sure that you have selected layer 1, because then you're actually selecting this guy. If we click background and then we try to use the magnetic lasso tool here, you actually wouldn't be selecting anything because the color wheel is not on that layer. So you need to select layer 1, the layer that the color wheel is on, and then I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to make it easier. Then use your magnetic lasso tool to trace. Now, when you are done using your magnetic lasso tool, you need to hit enter. Then it's not going to continue going over the page as you move your cursor. So once you have it selected, you right click, layer via copy. Now you have layer 2. You can see only that little snip is on layer 2. Now you want to duplicate that layer. Right click, duplicate layer. Layer 3. Organizing your layers and making sure they're named properly is important, so when you have a bunch of different layers, it doesn't become so confusing. So now I'm going to find my purple picture that I want to use. You're just going to right click copy, go back, and then Control V. Now you'll see it automatically is on a new layer. This is really small, so I'm going to go to Edit, Free Transform, and I'm going to move it where I want it. Let's say I want it here. I'm going to leave it small so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, but normally you'd want to make this bigger so it fills up the whole section. I'm going to move the layer that the photo is on, layer 4. I'm going to move it in between the top layer and the bottom layer. So now it's kind of sandwiched in between the two. So I'm going to go to the top layer, the one that's on top of the photo. Can't see the photo. So let's change the opacity to 60. And now you can see it. So we're going to go back to our photo. You are going to want to insert the photo into this little section right here. So you're going to right click, create clipping mask. Boom. Now it is inside. You see that little section right here disappeared. And now you can make your photo larger using the free transform tool right here. You can make it larger, you can turn it around, but those are the steps that you should be following every time you insert a photo into each one of these little sections. And again, remember, you have to select, once I go back and I want to insert a photo into here, you have to go back and select the original layer to do that. So now, so I can make this less confusing, I don't want a million layers confusing me while I try to insert photos into all of these. So I'm going to hold Control, click on all of these layers, and I am going to right click, merge layers. Now all of these are just one layer. As you continue to move along and do each of the photos or each of the selections in the color wheel, I'm going to create a group. I'm going to rename my group. purple. So all of the layers that I put into the purple group are going to go into this folder. So then by the time you're all done, you'll have a purple folder, a blue folder, a green folder, and it's just going to make it easier for you to organize.